So you may have a problem with a 3DS you bought on eBay, just like I did. I bought this just because I thought this would be a quick fix. Charging issues and tends to be centered around the charging port. In this case, I actually end up getting a Kiosk 3DS. And as there's not a lot of information on Kiosk 3DSs, I thought I would just give a couple of observations that you might want to make about your 3DS or any sort of prospects you get on eBay or whatever that have similar issues. So this one actually came with the sticker, whether you can see this, that says adjust the 3D level. From what I can tell, this was not on all 3DSs. If you watch unboxing videos and stuff, you never see this. Or I'm happy to be corrected, but I believe that this kind of like is a really overt sign that this is a Kiosk 3DS. Other than that, there's literally nothing on it to say that this can't be used as a standard 3DS. And the thing about the Kiosk 3DSs is that they don't actually turn on when they're not plugged in. So you'll see absolutely dead. We can charge battery. We can check the batteries in the multimeter, and you'll find that the batteries themselves are still like have a nice strong voltage, but they won't actually work. So the only way to use this was, it was intended that this would be used essentially in a stationary position. So we've got to plug it in. All right. Sorry about the camera work. And you'll see then it is now showing as charging, and it will immediately come on as well. So I didn't turn it on, you noticed that, I was just pointing at this. So it's showing, this light means it's still charging and it's getting power, so, or on rather. And you'll see up here that the thing will just continue to flash, and to me that looks like a full bar, but it might be accurate in the sense that the battery may actually be charged. I'm not entirely sure. When I felt the battery on the back while it was charging, or while it was plugged in and the back was off, it was warm. But as you can see, we're actually on a fairly old 3DS model here, because as you will see rather, it's got system software 2.2.0. So it's of some use possibly to somebody. I mean, it can still play games, presumably. I haven't actually tested that, but that is the only difference really, is that its inability to work while not on the charger. So, what have we learned here? The Kiosk 3DS looks very similar. It may be just listed as not working without the charger, and the reality is when you take the charger out, it does this. It's just a momentary difference. But if you actually check all the points inside the thing, you will find all of them are registering good voltage, apart from the two pads at the charger, which I actually tested the two pins which touch against the battery, and I got about 0.6 volts. I don't know if that's just something phantom or my multimeter being bad, but the actual the pads on the sides of the battery don't register any voltage. Okay, so I think that's a long enough explanation of what a Kiosk 3DS is, and hopefully, you won't waste your time with them, because from what I can tell, there's essentially nothing you can do apart from replace the main board. So I guess if you've got a smashed screen and yours or both of the screens are duff, and you just want to take your main board out and put it into something, then actually a Kiosk 3DS might be a good choice, because I can't really tell if it has any, collector's value. So there we are. Hopefully that's of some use to you.